Last weekend my girlfriend and I visited YCS Dortmund 2023 and here's how it went. Round 1 I lost 2-1 against branded Chimera. I lost the die roll. I lost in time with 300 less life points than my opponent. I drew Ash for turn in game 1. It was just pretty bad. I rolled a 2 with the dice, in game 1 as well. And my opponent only rolled a 3, so it was really beatable to win the die roll, but I didn't. I got hand looped for my prosperity twice and lost in time with 300 life points less than my opponent. I could have done nothing, but then I would have just played for time, and you don't play for time. Yeah. Round 2 I got 2-0'd. It was an Unchained mirror match. Game 1 he just had Trust, TTT and full combo as well. It just was crazy. Game 2 he had Magnamut but failed to resolve the Search and End phase, but then hard drew a Druid's Worm for turn and just had everything. I ended on Gryphonlock, but he was able to out the Gryphonlock and just killed me in the grind game. He tried to set Abominable Chamber of Sarama, which he can't, but yeah, that was about it. I won round 3, 2-0 lab. It was a bit weird. The guy was asking me sometimes if he could activate Droll when I special summon from the deck. So he said as well that he's not the most confident player in his deck, so I kind of felt weird for beating him. It was a really nice grind game in game 1, but game 2 was over really quick. I was scared that we go into time before game 2, but afterwards it was done really quickly.
He was very nice though, very nice guy.
Yes, very nice guy. I gotta say.
It was enjoyable.
Very enjoyable. Unlike the first 2 people. First guy cheated, didn't want to pay his cost. Second guy, super angry. And also, he was stupid and forgot to resolve Magnamut.
While I was recording what happened in round 4, somebody showed up and we had a long discussion about how Mystic Mine should be unbanned that lasted until the next round started. So I don't really have a good file for this one. But here's what happened in round 4. In round 4 I played against branded Chimera. I won the die roll, won game 1, lost game 2. In that game my opponent okayed an Ash that I used against his branded fusion, and while we were resolving the chain he said, "Oh man, I got a crossout designator, can I activate that one now?" I told him that he's way too late for that, but also said that I don't want to be an ass and allowed him to use the crossout designator even though we were already resolving the chain. He thanked me and I think I got rewarded for doing the right thing in that situation, and I won game 3 anyway, so it didn't really matter. If you want to win big tournaments, you can't allow your opponent to do something like that, and you have to play for time, but it was the right thing to do in that situation.
I played against Flu and I got 0-2'd, but it was really close. Game 1 I got shifted, then I did the Stone King into Machinex combo, was able to suck 3 monsters, but he shifted me twice in a row because he could still street to banish the shifter and then shifter again. That way I didn't have game next turn, and he had 1000 life points left, 2 cards in hand. I TTT'd, shuffled 1 card back. He only had an Ampan left in hand but had Robina, Stree and Toucan banished. He top decks Eaglin, normals Eaglin, Training 2, Robina. It was GG for game 1. Game 2 I had 3 Unchained traps in hand, 1 Ash and a Prosperity, and the Prosperity dug me into even more Unchained traps, even more Ashes, and a deck lockdown. I activated deck lockdown, he reads deck lockdown, is confused, can't do anything because it's deck lockdown, but I'm just top decking the other Unchained traps again. I don't know how, it was really weird. And yeah, in retrospective, I think that I maybe shuffled my deck and didn't put the cards to the bottom of the deck with Prosperity. No idea. I bricked horribly for multiple turns. Eventually he summoned Zeus to out my deck lockdown, had a 4 material Zeus because of Download. Download is a dump card. And yeah, I lost that game as well because Zeus is non-targeting, non-destruction removal. I played against Heroes and it's a hard matchup for Unchained, I gotta say, because I played through a Plasma, a Darklaw and a Favorite Contract to pop 3 and a Set Imperm. Like, that's a really hard matchup. You get hand looped for 1, they got a Macrocosm on board, they got a Skill Drain on board that's one-sided, and they got an Imperm plus a pop 3, but I was able to break the board because Plasma only has 1900 attack, Darklaw only has 1800 defense, and Favorite Contract pops cards, and I don't really mind being popped. In game 7 I played against a really angry Frenchman. He was playing branded, and it was a draw in time. but it was even. Like, he gimmick puppeted me, but only after I kaiju'd him, because he stumped and he didn't do it during draw phase. And before, he lied to me as well with this card that I'm going to put on the screen, where he said it can only send a level 6 or lower, and I asked him if it's 6 or higher or 6 or lower, but he only spoke French, so his English was really bad. He had somebody who was translating for him, but he lied to me about some cards, and in the end he got really angry and insulted me in French. In round 8 I played against branded Chimera. It was fine. I won round 2, he won round 1 because he had a good board, and it's a kind of a hard matchup for me. He hand looped 1, put up an Omni Negate, put up Mirror Jade. It's just really hard to break, and he had an Imperm as well set. And in game 3 I went for the gain 1000 life points combo for no particular reason. Also, time was called in that round. In round 9 I played against branded. Game 1 was I lost because he gimmick puppet locked me. Game 2 I won because it's Unchained, and game 3 I got gimmick puppet locked 5 turns in a row because he always didn't respect my set monsters, and it was always an Unchained monster. So yeah, I can still summon even after setting a monster.
So I actually joined in some public events, specifically the Advanced Construction double up, so I paid double the money, got double the booster packs, and so the losses are hitting twice as hard because currently I'm standing 0-2. And first match was against Runick, and I kinda bricked, and during the second game I actually misplayed pretty hard. I forgot to activate the shifter, so yeah, that was great. And the second game was against Purrely, and actually I'm going to have an argument with Alex because he did not tell me that Purrely cards exist. Like, how could you not tell me that there's a whole deck that's pretty much just cute cats? Like, how could you do that? And the match went better, and it would have been a draw, actually, if it were for time. So the first game I pretty much lost because I didn't quite understand how Purrely worked yet. And the second game I kind of only lost at time. Like, if I had been allowed to go into the battle phase, I would have won game 2, so it would have been a draw, but yeah, no can do. And yeah, Alex is currently in game 5.
Yeah, so I finished with the public event, and I actually won game 3 against Purrely, and I quite enjoyed myself. But honestly, if my opponent hadn't misplayed as well, I don't know how it would have gone. I think it would have actually been a draw, but yeah, I won, so that's that. And game 4 was against Runick as well, like round 1, but I didn't get milled this time, but I misplayed pretty badly, and yeah, it was kind of close at some points, and I actually had 500 life points more than my opponent when time was called, but he could finish his phase still, and then well, he was able to gain like 3000 life points, so that's that. But he was second place at the EM events, at the Yu-Gi-Oh! EM event, like the I forgot what it's called, like a mass event or something, and he placed second. So actually, I think I fared quite well. So yes.
Do you think you're getting your money back through these cards?
No.
Oh. Should we sell on open packs then?
Depends.
This is cute. What deck is that?
It's not from any archetype.
Oh. Oh, that's sad. This is really cute. And what deck could I play that card?
Like, this is probably the deck that we can build the most likely with the cards that we pull. But it's pretty much just, do you pull a Yama or do you not pull a Yama? Or do you pull a Ref Synchron? Would be nice as well. Ooh.
Is that good?
Yep, that's very good.
Nice.
I don't know if it's expensive, but it's very good. And very annoying to play against.
Oh, I only just noticed the cards are in English. I'm stupid. Yeah,
Yep. Yep. I share that reaction. Pretty so far.
No. We're pulling a lot of the same cards.
Oh, that's the Ref Synchron I told you about. Oh,
Oh, nice.
Last time I checked when I wanted to get it for myself, it was 50 bucks. So.
Ayo.
Ayo.
So we might have our money's worth. Let's open my packs that I got when I entered the public events. I totally did not forget how they were called. I totally knew. Are you ready? Oh. One guy I played against drew the ulti and he got angry. Yama. There's a Yama in here. I lied. Ich war one off. Wie viel?
Damn. Yama's price really depends if Unchained wins the YCS or not. Nice pull.
Okay, so I got one Yama and one Ref Synchron. So I don't know if you guys want good cards, just send the packs to me. I'll open them and I'll totally send them back if there are good cards in there. It's awesome.